What inspired you to first be a wrestler?
So as a kid, I was a big wrestling fan. I loved to watch the WWF. Some of my favorite wrestlers were the Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, and Macho Man Randy Savage. So I loved WWF. I thought wrestling was similar to it. So I got a flyer one day in elementary school and asked my mom, like, hey, this might be like WWF we watch on TV. Can you take me up to practice and see what it's like? Obviously, it's a little bit different. But signed up for the team, the local youth program back in Winslow Township, New Jersey, which is my hometown. Loved it right away and stuck with it.
Hey Jordan, I'm Connor. I wrestle in Virginia for Centerville High School, and I was wondering what's your chief source of motivation to get you through the toughest times that wrestling brings you?
My chief sources of motivation, they change on a daily or maybe yearly basis. So originally my biggest motivator was I wrestled with a chip on my shoulder. I wasn't really highly recruited out of high school. I wanted to prove everyone wrong who passed up on me. I wanted to be just a guy that could prove all the doubters wrong, all the naysayers, and that really motivated me. I had a fire, and I was driven by people who said I wouldn't be as successful as I am thus far in my career. Now, as of late, my motivators have definitely changed. I'm a married man now, so being a husband to my wife and taking care of my family is definitely a big motivation for me to become and remain successful. I'm deep in my faith now. I'm a spiritual guy, so I rely heavily on Christ and everything He's done for me. So for me, it's all about, representing more to myself. It's easy to let yourself down. It's hard to let down your family. It's hard to let down God and everything you represent. So those are my biggest motivators. So I would say God and being a family man.
Hi Jordan, my name's Derek Arnold and I'm wrestling for Sinus College in Pennsylvania. I just want to know how you've gone from the mental state as a child to where you are now and what changes have occurred throughout that.
Derek, what's up, bro? A lot of things have changed. I've definitely matured as a man, not only mentally but physically over the years. I think just growing in experience as a wrestler and as a human being has helped me reach the level of success I have today. So I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've lost weight multiple times. I've lost matches multiple times. I've won state championships, world championships, Olympic championships. So the further and further I go into the sport, the more people I encounter, the more things that I see, it definitely changes my perspective on wrestling. As my perspective changes, I try to just become a better wrestler mentally. So, wrestling is more than just physical. It's more than just shooting doubles, shooting high crotches and gut wrenches. It's about physical determination, about mental toughness, and just being at the right place at the right time all the time when you're out there on the mat. So that's something that's definitely grown since I was a kid. I used to cry after every loss when I was a kid, and now I've learned sportsmanship and those type of things. So it's definitely changed over the years.
My name's Gabe Ryan. I wrestle for Westwood High School, and I was wondering what you do during the day of a match to prepare.
Day of matches, I usually just hang out. So, in freestyle, we weigh in the day before the actual competition. So if I wrestle Friday, I weigh in Thursday night. And usually Friday morning, I'll go out with my family, have breakfast, just relax, kick my feet up, maybe get a massage, listen to some music on my Flips headphones, and just relax, man. Just try to focus on what I want to do. I want to execute, and I want to have a game plan before I actually step out there on the mat. I don't just go out there and just hoping for the best. I go out there ready to execute and have a plan. So that's the important thing for me. But other than that, I try to relax. I know all the hard work's done. I know all the work's in the bag. And basically the only thing I can go out there and do is compete at a high level. So I've done all the competitive training. I've done all the working out. I've lost the weight. And I've lived my lifestyle the right way. So going out there, I feel confident that I can win.
Hey Jordan, my name's Gary Giuliani. I'm wrestling for Gettysburg College next year. And every wrestler has to pick some variation of the single leg, high crotch, or double leg. What made you favor the double leg, which is isn't as versatile as the other two shots?
Gary, what's up, bro? I just love doubles, man. I've learned all the best moves. I've learned high crotches, single legs, low singles, everything you can do from your feet. But I just kind of gravitated towards a double leg once I started to develop as a wrestler. I worked on my explosiveness, my timing, just anticipating the reaction of my opponents. And those are all the keys to making my double leg as good as it is today. So I always thought that scrambling was something that I didn't want to do. I want to score as many points as I can while exerting as little energy as possible. So I want to be really efficient. when you're in high crotches, when you're in single legs, guys are locking in the crotch, they're getting over top of you, they're able to scramble out. But it's really hard to scramble out of a double leg. So when I get my head and chest up, I got good positioning, I can finish strong and finish fast and prevent guys from scrambling out of it. So that's why I've gravitated towards doubles.
Hey Jordan, it's Jack Wren. I wrestle for Freedom High School, and I was wondering, what was your first thought when you won the Olympic gold medal?
Jack, what's up, kid? The first thing I thought when I won the Olympic gold medal was just like, whew, this is like a sense of relief. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I had high expectations of myself, and a lot of people did of me as well going into that event. So I knew I could win. I'd beaten some of the opponents that I competed against multiple times before that actual tournament. And it was just a big day for me. It was a game changer, not only financially, but just setting myself up for the rest of my life as one of the best wrestlers in American history. So that was a big day for me. And once I actually won it, it was just a strong sense of accomplishment, strong sense of joy, and just sheer happiness. I was excited. My family was excited. They were there to watch me. I knew the world was watching, and I just thought it was a great day for me to showcase my skills and show the world. Wrestling doesn't get a lot of notoriety, so that was the biggest level and the biggest stage I've ever competed on. And I had a great time doing it, and I was just happy to be the champ.
Hey Jordan, I'm James Roach. I wrestle at St. Olaf College in Minnesota. My question for you is, how do you stay focused for each match?
James, what's up, buddy? Staying focused for each match is tough when you're leading up into the actual event, but I think between matches it's really easy for me to do. Wrestling and freestyle, it's a really short turnaround in between matches, so you usually only have about 15 to 20 minutes, so it's not even much time to think about your next opponent. But I know I've prepared as well as possible. I know I've went out there and trained and prepared myself to be the best wrestler I can be. So when between matches, I'm just relaxing, try to drink some Gatorade, just feel good about what I'm doing, about what I've done, and what I'm preparing to do. I want to have a game plan and just execute that game plan. So depending on how I wrestled that previous match, I want to go out there and better myself for the next match. So if I won by 2 points the previous match, I want to win by 4 in the quarters. If I won by 4 in the quarters, I want to win by 6 in the semis. And if I win by 6, I want to get a tech fall in the final. So it's something that I've really worked on, something that I think you can continue to work on by putting yourself in those situations and scenarios and practice. But in between matches, relax, focus, and ready to go out there and kick some butt.
Hey Jordan, I'm Justin Yorkdale and I wrestle for Westfield High School. I was wondering what your thoughts were going through your head when you were going into your gold medal match.
Justin, my thoughts going into the gold medal match, man, they were intense. I was like, oh crap, like it's here, like this is real, like I'm really doing this. I'm really in the finals. I'm really wrestling for an Olympic gold medal against Iranian. And it was just a little bit of nervousness, but more for excitement for me. I think people are motivated by two things, and that's either the fear of failure, or the thrill of the possibility of accomplishing a goal. So I was thrilled at that possibility. I was excited to be on that stage, on that platform. Plus, I had beaten Iranian in the last year's World Championships and in the World Cup that year. So that was the third time I actually competed against that guy. I felt confident that I already beat him twice. Like, man, this is mine for the taking. And I was just excited about the opportunity. So it was a big day, big match. I was focused. I think that guy was as scared as I was leading up into that match. And it worked out well for me. So I felt confident that I could go out there and win a gold medal and beat that guy for the third time.
Hey Jordan, it's Noah Goss. I wrestle for Skyline High School. I just wanted to know, what was your most devastating loss in your career and how'd you come back from that?
Noah, what's up, bro? My most devastating loss, I would probably say, was my junior year of high school, 2005. I actually wrestled Frank Molinaro. You guys know him, Frank the Tank. He was national champ at 149 from Penn State in 2012. He was a stud back in high school as well. He's a three-time state champ. But we wrestled in the state finals my junior year, his sophomore year at 125. And that were back when the old overtime rules or double overtime rules where you had to ride a guy out for 30 seconds. So he won the toss. He chose bottom. I was on top. I wasn't very good on top. But I rode him out for 27 seconds. So 27 out of the 30 seconds I rode him, he escaped with 3 seconds left. Won the match, won his first state championship. He partied on me, ran around the mat, cheering and yelling. I was just out crying. I was crying. I was devastated. I was hurt. I've made it that far in the career, and basically it's only one more match, 3 more seconds to being a state champ and getting to focus on that next year and just hanging out for the rest of the summer. So it was a really tough match for me, but it really lit a fire under me and motivated me to come back, become better that year and that summer in training and technique and in strength to be a state champ my senior year. So Frank Molinaro 2005 was probably my most devastating loss.
Hey Jordan, it's Richard Wren. I wrestle at Eagle Hawk Academy with Coach Fittery. I was wondering what it was like when you won gold in London.
Rich, what's up, buddy? It was awesome. It was awesome. It was an amazing feeling. Nothing like I ever experienced on the mat before. I was pure happiness. I was relieved. I was overwhelmed. And I'll always look forward to that day. Actually, that summer, they taught us how to carry an Olympic flag. So they had an Olympic flag etiquette class at the Olympic Training Center. So they taught you how to carry the flag, which way to carry it, how to hold it over your shoulders when you're running around. They told us never to drop it on the ground. Don't drape it over your shoulders, which I did. So I kind of messed up. But it was something I had really prepared for and I had visualized in my mind was being an Olympic gold medalist. I visualized what I was going to do, how I was going to celebrate, what I was going to do afterwards, what that final meal was going to be after I won the gold medal. So, you know, that was one of the important things to me throughout my career was to visualize that day. So once I actually stepped out there in the mat, it was like deja vu. It had already happened. So I was relaxed, wasn't nervous, I was confident, and got it done. So it was good. It was a good day for me. I felt great, and look forward to doing it again sometime in the future.
Hey Jordan, I'm Ryan Yorkdale. I wrestle for Westfield High School. I was just wondering what your pre-match routine was.
Ryan, what's up, man? My pre-match routine is always the same. It never varies. It's always the same every time. I have a strict schedule, what I like to do, so I can feel confident going into a match. But before I start my pre-match routine, basically I just throw my headphones on, throw my wrestling shoes on, obviously go out there and I warm up, stretch for a little bit, like to break a good sweat, and then I like to drill as hard as I can. So when I'm drilling, I'm not just working on moves and doing technique. I'm actually executing shots as hard as I can, just like I would if I was actually competing in a match. So when I'm finished up with my drill, I'm dripping sweat, I'm drenched, I'm extremely fatigued, and basically I want to go out there and catch my second win during my first match. So you know how usually your first match is your worst match? I like to have my first match before I actually compete in my warm-up, and then I can go out there and my first match will be like my second match, and I already have gotten the jitters out of me. So I like to warm up hard, listen to music, relax, replenish, rehydrate with some water, stay focused, and get ready to go out there and kick someone's butt.
Hey Jordan, I'm Sam. I'm wrestling at Virginia Military Institute next year, and I want to know, what do you think about before you step on the mat before a match?
Sam, what's up, man? When I step out on the mat, I'm thinking about one thing, and that's winning. I'm thinking about executing at a high level. I know that I've trained and committed myself to the sport of wrestling as much as I could. So I've made all the sacrifices and commitments to be at that stage of my career, and I don't want to let anyone stand in the way. Basically, it's like a metaphor that I like to use is I put in the work during the week. So it's just like having a regular job. You put in the hours, you work 40-hour weeks. Wrestlers put in that hours. We put in 40 hours that week. And then when I actually have a competition or a match, that's when I go to cash my paycheck. So that's when I'm going to cash my paycheck. So imagine going to the bank after a 40-hour week and they're like, nope, you can't have your paycheck this week. That's exactly what this guy across from you is trying to do. He's trying to stop you from getting your paycheck. And I just recognize that this is the fun times. I train multiple hours a week just for a 6-minute match. So this is the fun part. This is the easy part. This is where I get to go out there, showcase my skills, have a good time, show everyone what I've been doing in the wrestling room, how I've been training, and I'm really confident. So when I step out there on the mat, put my foot on the line, shake the guy's hand, I'm ready to go. I'm extremely confident, looking for as many double legs and singles as I can, and hopefully they look good and give the crowd something to cheer about. Hey, thank you guys for your questions. It was awesome. I hope I answered your questions in the best way possible. Hopefully you guys get some motivation from these answers. And thanks, Steve Fittery. Good luck to all you guys this season. And Steve and your wrestling club, good luck. Thanks, guys.